Welcome back to Kim Daly TV. Do you know what one of the least favorite questions you could ask me is? Hey, Kim, what's the hottest franchise? It's your favorite question to ask, but it's my least favorite question to answer. But in this video, I am going to answer it because I want to tell you some of the hot trends for 2025. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Kim Daly. I'm a franchise consultant. I'm so happy that you're here. For the last 20 plus years of my life, I have been helping people just like you say yes to the dream to own their financial future by matching their background, interests, skills, finances, and life goals to some of the best and hottest franchise opportunities out there today. So if you get inspired and you want to work with me to find the perfect business for your future, stay with me to the end of the video and I will share how you could be my next candidate. So before I get into the hot trends, let me explain why I don't like that question. I don't think that there is one perfect business out there for everybody. You have goals and dreams, and I have goals and dreams. Those things may be consistent, but what is not consistent is the skills that you have and the skills I have, the personality you have and the personality I have, the time commitment you want to put in and the time commitment I want to put in. There are a lot of differences between us, and therein lies why there's no one perfect business for all of us. So yes, are there hot trends? Of course, and we're going to talk about that today. In order to really know what is the hottest, trendiest business for you, you need to work with somebody like Kim Daly, who can lean into your background and your experiences and what's important to you and what you're trying to accomplish personally, professionally, and financially through the business. The business is a vehicle. It is not the outcome. You're not buying a franchise to own a franchise. You're investing in a franchise to create outcomes for your future. And I am more interested in the outcomes that you're trying to get to more than I am the vehicle that's going to help you get there. But on the flip side of that, I understand at a surface level, everybody wants to own the Chick-fil-A and the Papa John's and all the things that as consumers we know are thriving. I understand that, and that's going to be why we're going to talk about the hottest trends as I see them for 2025. Now, I'm not the only franchise expert out there, and if you ask probably 10 franchising experts, what are the hottest trends for the year? You might get different lists. But I will say this, I've been around the franchising industry now for 27 years, 22 up close and personal as a franchise consultant. I have access to thousands of franchisors. I might know a thing or two about who's up and coming, who's a little passe, who you should lean into, who you might want to avoid. So that is the reason that if I inspire you to want to work with me, that is the value and the reason that you should want to work with Kim Daly. Okay, to finally get to the point of this video, the hottest, trendiest brands, even though if you work with me, I'm going to curate the list to you to bring you the 3 to 5 hottest brands that will be hot for you and the goals that you have. But if you're curious in general, what are the hottest trends in the industry or out there? I've made a short list just for you. All right, so let's start with the top of my list with products and services for, drumroll please, our pets. Pet services is an industry that is absolutely not going anywhere with the explosion of puppies in 2020, right? Everybody got a pool and a puppy, let's be real. With the explosion of puppies in 2020, those dogs need care. They need grooming. They need training. They need food and treats. They need boarding. They need walking. We need people to pick up the poop in our backyard. There is endless opportunity available in the pet services industry in franchising. So if you're a dog lover and that just hurts you up like a dog, maybe you want to reach out to me at the end of this video. Another industry that is an industry that I think is always booming, but that also seems to be on an upward trajectory, would be the products and services for children. So, as a mom, I'm going to tell you, there's pretty much no amount of money that I'm going to invest if I think that my child needs that to get an edge, to get into college, to get an edge in the sport, right? Whatever it is that our kids are into, we want to help them be the best at it. And we're willing to spend the money in good times and in bad. So, products and services for our children is always an industry to consider, but I think especially so in 2025. Another industry that is always booming is the senior care industry. So, going to the other end of the spectrum where we're catering to our elderly parents and grandparents, our aging population. These services really aren't trendy. They're always necessary. People want them and they need them in good times and in bad. And that makes the senior care space a thriving industry, regardless of the economy or the year or the trend. An industry that I am very intrigued by as a consumer, but also intrigued by as an investor, are my franchisors in the beauty category. So, beauty is an industry that never dies. When you are selling hope, which is what beauty does, it's really an endless market. You're always going to find people who want to look good and feel good, who want to look younger, right? And this beauty industry caters to small young girls and our aging grandparents. It really is not discriminating on age. So the beauty industry is a great industry to always consider. But based on the number of franchisors that I have recently learned about in my inventory, I think this should be on your trending list for the year. Ooh, another industry that I really love. This is an industry that really started to wake up after COVID. So 2020, 2021, these types of products and services started to accelerate to where now in 2025, there is absolutely no shortage of products and services in the anti-aging market, the preventative health, anti-aging, holistic market. This is a massive category and continuing to grow. So since 2020, people have sort of woken up to the idea of wanting to take better care of themselves and build a better immune system or just invigorate their body so they can look better and feel better. And there is no shortage of anti-aging opportunity on the market or in that holistic healthcare space. These are things like cryotherapy and IV drip bars and infrared light and physical therapy and chiropractic services. It is a very big market and it is booming and on the trending list for 2025. All right, and this takes me to my all-time favorite industry. It's sort of many industries wrapped under one big global industry, but this is the space that I have played in. I have mastered as a franchise consultant for over 2 decades of my life. If you're a follower of Kim Daly, do you know what it is? Put it in the comments before I say it. It is the home services space. Look, as homeowners, we have to spend money on our homes sometimes, and then we want to spend money on our homes, right? You may be trying to maintain space in your house or grow space in your house because you can't afford to move right now. You may be preparing your home so that you can sell your home. You may be renovating your home because you don't want to move. You may be trying to organize space. You may be trying to just make the space look more relevant by upgrading paint, carpet, window treatments. I mean, the list of options in the products and services for homeowners is ridiculously endless. From outside in the yard to inside the home, from seasonal to year-round businesses, from one-time high-ticket products to reoccurring services, this industry has it all. It has something for everybody. Now, you may be thinking, yeah, but I don't have a license, or I don't know if I want to go into people's homes. Don't apply the filters. Don't apply the filters to anything right now. There's plenty of time for you to make peace with how you go into a home, why you don't need a license, or in that regard, an MBA or prior business ownership experience for any of these franchising industries that I've mentioned to you today. If you need a background or prior experience, the franchisor is going to tell us that. They're not going to let you invest in a business that you're not qualified to own. Who does that benefit? Nobody. So don't apply the filter of what you think will work or won't work, or what you're qualified for or not qualified for. This is why you have Kim Daly on your side, because I'm going to help you. I'm going to match the opportunity to you. But going back to the trending industry of all time, per Kim Daly, this franchise consultant, I'm going to say the home services space is an awesome place to be. Regardless of the year, regardless of the economy, you always can make money when you're helping homeowners. So that kind of completes my trending ideas and list. Look, if it was like really long, it would include everything. So I tried to make it short and sweet, really getting to the point of the ones that I think have a real upward trajectory for 2025. But there's tons of other industries like automotive and fitness, and just there's so many things out there. So if I haven't said one that appeals to you, don't use that as a reason to not reach out to me. There's thousands of franchise companies out there, and there's probably hundreds that you might be interested in learning about. But you won't have to look at hundreds if you're working with Kim Daly, because that's way too time consuming and way too complicated. So if you are ready to begin your journey to see if franchising is the right investment for you, and to find the right franchise opportunity that is a vehicle that's going to drive your life personally, professionally, and financially to the new dream place, well then, I'm going to ask you to follow the link in the description below right now. I will reach right out to you and we will begin that conversation so that I can curate the top 3 to 5 franchise opportunities that match your financial capability, your skill set, the owner that you want to be, the time commitment you want to put in, the market that you live in. And if they happen to be in some of these trending categories, all the better. But what's most important is that they're trendy for you because they match the goals and dreams that you have for your life. So if you're ready to begin, please follow the link in the description right now, because really, I can't wait to meet you. So let's start that conversation.